another interview with Sports Officer candidate Olivia Cartwright.
Sports Officer. This role helps manage university and college sport and serves as a main point of contact for any sports-related queries. As well as organising varsity and roses, the Sports Officer is responsible for representing university and college sports, leading the York Sport Committee, and improving access to sports at York.
Hello. My name is Zara and I'll be interviewing Olivia Cartwright, who is running for Sports Officer. So, hello, Liv.
Hi.
My first question is about representation in sport at York. So, sport can often be seen as very male-dominated. How do you plan on increasing women's engagement and participation in sports at York?
So I think a lot of it is about showing people that there's a space for themselves. So I think we need to show women's sport more in terms of one of my main manifesto points is I want to collaborate with you guys in student media to show more people in sport. So even if it's showing uni women's rugby in Courtyard, streaming it live and things like that, so we can show people that there is a space for them. Another thing I want to do, which I think is really important, is a lot of young athletes, women specifically, really struggle with things like period stigma in sports. So I want to lobby for free period products in York sports facilities, because I think this is a bigger issue than just us as students, because York Sport caters to the public as well. So I think that really showing us that there's a place and that we are supported by the companies and the facilities around us, that there are a place for us as women in sports across York.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant. Okay, so you've been the president of gymnastics for the last 2 years.
Yes.
How do you think that would aid and improve your performance as sports officer if you were to be elected?
So I think one of the things that I've really worked on over the last 2 years is our engagement. I have increased our engagement massively within this club. We were very struggling to begin in, and now I can confidently say we are a firm club. We are going nowhere. Our engagement has, I think, we increased it by not quite tenfold, but almost, I think. Things like that. Another thing is the fact that one of my other manifesto points, I want to create an intra-Yorkshire university competition. And you go, whoa, how do you know you've got the experience for that? But within our league, as gymnastics, I hosted and organised with only 2 other committee members a competition which had over 120 entries from 15 different unis. So I think that I've got connections with other universities and things like that. And an ability to kind of talk to people and things like that and organise things like that.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant. Okay, so of course you've just previously mentioned using student media societies to increase the reach of sport across university. What key messages or parts of university sport would you like to convey in this media?
I think about increasing pride of sport. I think because we have, there's been a decrease in engagement for everyone. And I think showing that, or getting new people involved, being if you show novice uni sport, people who thought that they couldn't do it, will have a chance to go, oh, that looks cool, I should have a try, for my sport specifically, example, if someone goes, oh, it's too hard, but you see someone compete in a forward roll, getting a medal, and you go, I can do that. Maybe I should go along and give it a try. Or someone who's oh, I didn't know we had another club, for example, handball or something like that. I can go along and give it a go.
Yeah, so. Definitely. Could you tell me a little bit about the cost of sports at York with reference to things like club membership and or gym membership?
Yeah, that one is a hard one because we all know that the money situation is tight, that you can look at internally and go, oh, can we tighten this bit in here? But I think I want to look at getting once again, if an intra-Yorkshire University competition, I want local businesses to invest in us. Yorkshire pride and being proud of Yorkshire is a very big concept within the county. So I think we should use that and let local businesses invest in local sports and show that they are willing to support us. Because if you don't ask, you don't get.
Yes, very true. And for the last little bit, what inspired you to run for this role?
I think seeing that we have a lack of engagement, and the current sports union and the current committee, they are really trying, but we have a lot of resources for us that are available, and I think it's just the fact that we do need to push it more. It's I've noticed that by pushing the club more, I've increased my engagement, and I want to be able to do that for all sports, all clubs. We're athletes, we're driven by more, constantly. That is what pushes us and drives us. And I just think the fact that I want the rest of the sports to be able to achieve what I've achieved in my own club, in reaching more people.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, we will now be heading to Tanisha Jane and Joe Brearley. Thank you very much, Olivia.